Hey everyone, it's Johnny, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel, and today we've got a bunch of empties to talk about that I've been kind of sitting on. Well, not literally, but figuratively sitting on. They're overflowing. I can't fit them all in this little box. I might have to get a new cardboard box. Anyways, all sorts of problems. So I'm going to dump them out and we're going to dive right in because there's a lot to cover today. Most of it is Scentsy this time around. There are a few non-Scentsy things, but we'll just start with the Scentsy stuff and I'll try to get it all out of the way first. All right, so first off, I got through a tub of Amazon Rain washer whiffs. I love this scent. I love it in the laundry collection. But it is, I find, a little bit lighter than some of the other laundry scents, at least in the washer whiffs. Like comparing this to something like lavender cotton or Luna or something, this one is a little bit more muted. And so I find that in order to get enough of an intensity in the fragrance that I would prefer, I tend to need usually about 2 scoops rather than like a heaping scoop, which isn't a problem. It's not a big deal. I don't do laundry like every single day. I'm one person. I don't have that much laundry all the time, so it's not a big deal. It's not like I'm running through laundry every second of the day. So for me, that's fine, but good scent, a little softer. All right, I got through a couple scents pods. Let's start with this one. We have Farm Stand Pumpkin. This one is a nice pumpkin-y scent. It's a fall scent. I had a fall mood for a little bit, and I was like, I'm gonna get through my fall stuff. And I'm over it. It's a nice pumpkin-y scent. I'm not a huge pumpkin person, but it is one of the ones that I don't mind warming or smelling in generally fall. But I decided to worm it, or not worm it, scent it, pot it, spew it through the little fan thing. I don't know how to describe it, but use it. That's what we'll go with. We're gonna stop there. Next, we got through a scent pod of Saddle Up. This is discontinued as of this new catalog for spring and summer. It's a nice, leathery, kind of earthy, outdoorsy sort of scent. I prefer sheer leather, but I do like this over something like weathered leather, which I think is just a shoe store. I have this in a wax form in my club. I haven't warmed it in wax form yet, so it's on my to-do list. I have a bar to see if it's something I'm going to keep in my club, but it is a nice, more leathery, suede-y, masculine scent. If you have it in your club or if you love it, good for you, great, hooray. If you missed it, hopefully it will come back in the future. We'll never know. I got through a scent pod of First Day of Fall. This is a beautiful scent that has like a hint of cinnamon in it that I just wish wasn't there. I think I said it in like one of my other warming videos a while back. It's a beautiful scent. You get like that fall sort of freshness, and then there's like a tinge of cinnamon. And I don't know, I don't mind it particularly in this scent, but I just kind of wish it wasn't there because that would have been a little bit nicer for me. Anyways, I think I do have a bar of this in my club right now. We'll see if that changes. You never know. Next, I got through some pods of A Bright Cider Life. I got through so many pods recently. This is a beautiful scent, but I love it in the pod form more than I liked it in the bar form. And I actually don't have it in my Scentsy Club because of that. Because I found when I warmed it in wax form, it started out smelling as beautiful and like full-bodied as I wanted it to. And then a few hours later, it was just the cider component. And I was a little bit disappointed because I'm not a huge spice person. So beautiful scent, better in my opinion in the pods if you want that fragrance profile. I got through, what is this? Vanilla Mint. I don't know why there's a sticker on that. Vanilla Mint. This is a nice, soft vanilla and minty scent. It's not a strong, overpowering scent. It's not heavily mint, and it's not heavily vanilla. It's just a very nice, soft, muted sort of minty scent. So if you're looking for something slightly fresh, vanilla-y, this is great. This is also currently not available. This retired with our fall-winter catalog. It may be back next year, we don't know, but I do have this in bar form in my club because I enjoy it. Next, we got through some pods. I don't know where the container is for them, but of Mystery Man, and this is, there's barely any scent left. This is just a nice cologne, sort of manly bergamot. I think there's like white cedar in this as well, and something else. Anyways, it's a really nice cologne, masculine sort of scent. I enjoy it. I do feel that sometimes I find that it futzes out faster than I'd like it to, or it like starts out really strong and then kind of fades away faster than I'd like it to. But I do really enjoy this scent. So, is it in my club? No, because it's in our catalog. But if it were to retire, I definitely would put this one in my club. Oh, there's a container for it. Good job, Johnny. And then we just went through all these scent pods. So here they are. See? I was not deceiving you. All right, next we got through a couple testers. Let's just go through those really quick. I got through a tester of Thunderstorm. This is an old retired Scentsy fragrance. It's like fresh post Thunderstorm and florals. And there's like a spicy note to it. It's amazing. It's strong. It lasts forever. It's not like a rosy floral. It's gorgeous. So it's in my club and I love it. And it's going to stay there forever. Crisp Orchard Air. Got through some testers of this. And this is a nice, like, apple-y, fresh air, sort of outdoorsy, slightly scent. Little bit of spice. I just find that it doesn't have the strength and staying power that I'd like it to have. And I only have testers of this. This has been retired for a while, to my knowledge. It's a beautiful scent. It's just, I feel like there's so many other scents that it has to compete with in order for it to get like that niche of air or crisp air sort of notes. This wouldn't be necessarily my first go-to choice for that. But it's really pretty, and I warm it, and I would get it again. All right, on to full-size bars. We have some retired ones and some, I think, still available ones, but don't quote me on it. So first, retired ones, Dumbo Circus Parade. This is a citrusy, orangey, I don't know, scent. We'll just call it citrusy and slightly creamy. It's nice. It's not my favorite scent. I think the creaminess is a little bit too creamy for me for a citrus scent, which is strange to say because usually it's the other problem. It's too, like, pungently citrusy. But I warmed through this whole bar and it was super soft. And I remember distinctly the first time I tried this being like a massive powerhouse of a scent. And it was almost to the point where it was overwhelming for me. So I don't know if this was just a bad bar or the formulation was a little different or it didn't cure long enough or what the situation was. But this one was like a womp for me. So I have this in my club. I may give it another round because I remember it distinctly being super strong. So I don't know. We'll see. That was an interesting situation that happened. Other old scents. I got through a bar of Playa de Varadero. This is from our Lahabano collection, which is from, who knows, Antiquity. It's a nice beachy scent. A little bit soapy. It's fresh. It's very nice. But it's almost like what I would expect a beachy scent to be, but it does fade into the background. Like, it's not a like strong scent. Like, if any of you smelled beach, which is not a beach, not any beach that I've ever been to, or even like Rio Beach or White Sands, where they're like very strong carrier scents that will last for a long time. This one, while it lasted for a long time, it was very soft and muted, like background. So like as you'd walk through the rooms, you'd get whiffs of it and go, oh, I'm at the beach. But it wasn't like in your face. I love it, but I don't know if this is something that I would be like, oh my gosh, I need to like vote it back or have it again in my life. Also from that collection, I have Flor de Mariposa. This one, however, oh man, give me more of this. It is a floral scent. It is like flower shoppy. That's the best way I can describe it. It's, oh man, it's fresh, it's dewy, it's lush, and it's floral. And I couldn't tell you which ones they are, but I love this. It lasted forever and a day. Oh man, it lasted. And it was a scent monster. Like, I used a cube or so at a time, and it was like, woo, I'm here. You're in a flower shop. Can I help you? Would you like a bouquet? Would you like, you know, the whole cabinet of refrigerated flowers? Here you go. So I like that one. If that ever comes back, I would jump on that. Got through an old thing of huckleberry and clementine. Apparently this is the scent of the month once upon a heyday. I don't mind the scent, but it futzed out real fast for me. Like it was, you got the clementine, you got the huckleberry for all about like an hour or two, and then it was like, where is it? I wouldn't get this again necessarily. I like the tartness of the huckleberry, and the mixture with the clementine works, but didn't do a whole lot for me personally. Next I have indigo petals. There's a lot of retired ones here. I'm finally getting through my old ones. This is a nice floral scent. It's a fresher floral, not so much like flower shop, dewy floral. It's almost not quite a laundry scent. I wouldn't go that far. But it's like if florals had a hint of laundry. It's like that crisp, clean air with like a light sort of petally floral. Not hyper perfumey. It's almost just more of a clean scent, like standard clean. It was nice. Not what I expected specifically, but I enjoyed it. Would I get it again? Maybe, but I don't know if I'd go out of my way to hunt this one down. All right, next we got through Christmas Cactus. This was discontinued from fall winter this year. This is like a citrusy green agave scent. It's like Christmas tree met tequila and had a child. And it's citrusy where you want it to be. It's agave, but I will say I keep going back and forth. It's in my club right now. I keep going back and forth as to whether or not I want to keep it because it is a rather unique sort of Christmassy scent, but at the same time, the longer I warm it during the day, the less I am interested in warming it. So it's kind of like a back and forth battle. Like at first I start smelling it and I'm like, wow, how different, how refreshing, how avant-garde. And then like 7 hours later, I'm like, ugh, what is this? Like pea water and, oranges? That's not what it smells like, but it does have that sort of citrusy agave scent. So if you're not a fan of sort of the agave kind of complex of scents, this might not have been for you. But it's definitely different from like your standard tree scent. Got through a bar of winter cypress. This is retired from who knows when. And this has an interesting scent, and I don't remember what the scent notes for this was. I feel like lavender's in here or something like really random, and I was like, oh, this is kind of like a masculine scent, but it's kind of soapy. But it also kind of smells a little bit like what I think I get from like a vetiver sort of scent. I don't know how to describe it. It's interesting, and it's one of those ones where I don't know if I like it or don't like it. Like I have to warm at least another bar of this to determine what my final verdict is. But it does last for the majority of the day. It does kind of wane out after like 2/3 of the day. But when it's there, it's there. So you know it's in the room. It's not like, where's the fragrance? So that was fun. Then I got through a bar of Summer Holiday. This is returned in our spring-summer catalog. This is one of my ride or die fragrances. Oh my gosh, where do I begin with this? This is like 17 million scents in here all at once. And it's like a nose eruption of amazing. There's like a vanilla and amber and like fruity note, like, coconutty note. It's everything and then some, and it lasts forever. Like I'll put in a couple cubes and it will last me 2 or 3 days straight without turning off the warmers. And this is coming from the person who usually changes warmers out daily and puts like a cube in, or maybe 2 cubes if it's a really soft scent. This with 2 cubes just will last you for forever and a day. I love it. It's staying in my club. It's like the equivalent of Lisa Roberry's, obsession with sweet plum pastry. Summer Holiday is like my jam. So I have extra bars of it. It's in my club. It's great. And you can try it now because it's back in our catalog. All right, here we go. Best in Snow is next. This also discontinued. It's a nice, fresh, minty scent. I had it in my club briefly. I took it out. It's just forgettable for me. I feel like it's not that it's a bad scent or I don't like it, but when you have a bunch of mint-based scents to compare it with, you kind of have to pick and choose at the end of the day. Okay, which ones are my favorites of the mint category and which ones are just like, oh, that's nice. And this for me was like an, oh, that's nice. But it does last throughout the day. It kind of gets a little bit of a toothpastey vibe though by the end of the day for me. All right, next we have something that is also retired. Very snowy spruce. Got through bar this. It is what it is. It's a spruce tree and cedar, and I think there's like fir, pine, or some other green note in here. Balsam, who knows. It's super strong. The cube will do ya, and it lasts and lasts and lasts. I was in a tree mood like a week or two ago, so that's why I warmed this. It was in my club, but I think I took it out. I'd be surprised if it didn't show back up in fall or winter this year, because it seems to be one of the very big staples that always shows back up, but you never know. It might disappear finally. All right, do we have anything from the most recent? Yes, we do, but before we do, we have two more of those. Old ones. We have a Fearless by Nature. This is from Frozen 2, the Sven scent. When we had the Scentsy Buddy released, this bar was brought back temporarily. It's like a sage, woodsy, slightly soapy, masculine scent. And it lasts all day, no problem. It is one of the stronger scents in our like licensed collections. Some of those tend to be a little bit softer, with the exception of like the NHL and NFL ones. Those were like, whoa, powerhouse in your face. I like the scent. It's in my club right now. I don't know if it'll stay there forever, but right now, there it stays. Next, we have another one that is no longer with us, Monsters Inc.'s Monstropolis. This is a beautiful scent. It's delicious. It doesn't have the full-on staying power as one of the scents it almost smells like. So if you missed this one, the best way I can describe this is buy a bar of Be Fabulous, which is in our current catalog. And if you had or have access to, I think it's the Alice in Wonderland scent, Mad About, We're All Mad Here. That's what I think it's called. It's basically, Monsters Inc. is basically a combination of Be Fabulous and We're All Mad Here. Whatever the Alice in Wonderland scent. I'll just call it that. So the closest you'll probably get to it right now is going to be Fabulous, which is in our current spring and summer catalog, which is another one of my ride or die scents. I will say that one has much better staying power than this one does. And then We're All Mad Here, it would have been like the least staying power. It's like that was the lightest or shortest lasting. This is medium. Be Fabulous lasted all day and then some. Anyways, that was a long prattle to say, if you're interested in seeing what this might be sort of like, get a bar of Be Fabulous. Next, we have Rustic Lodge. This is from a Bring Back My Bar like over a year ago, I think. It's what you'd expect. It smells like a rustic lodge in like the fall, winter. You get like the woodsy note, the kind of masculine note, kind of a tree sort of vibe to this. Not green tree specifically, but like that woodsy, earthen kind of note. I love it. It lasts forever, and it's strong. So that's in my club. Now let's talk about a couple things that are recent. We have the Red Pear and Pomegranate Scent of the Month for, I believe it's this month, February. And let's talk about this scent. So it lasts all day. Didn't have an issue with that. You do get like a pear note to this. You do get the pomegranate. It's a tart pomegranate, beware. And because it's a red pear, not like a juicy green pear, you get more of that biting tartness in the overall scent. So the best way I can kind of describe it is it's kind of like a more tart fruit punch scent. It's not really fruit punch on like the candied artificial note. It's more authentic scent-wise because it's more of the pomegranate red pear. But it is kind of like a tart fruit punch that was freshly made. And it's nice. I like it. I don't know if for me it's going to be club worthy. I thought it would be originally. But it may just be one of those ones where I enjoy it while it's here and then say thank you, have a nice day. But it is a good value in terms of like performance. I didn't have any issues with performance on that. I got through a Sleep Happy bar from the Catching Z's collection. I actually have 2 more from this collection that I think I can babble about, but they're not quite done. And I might mess them up, so maybe we'll skip those until next time. But this one is I think it's like violet petals and bergamot and something are supposed to like lull you off to sleep. This to me was a very citrusy, limey. Bergamot is very strong to me in this scent. I don't mind bergamot scents, but it didn't feel like a go to sleep sort of scent. It was more like a wake up and be energized by bergamot. I don't know if I got violet leaves particularly. Maybe it kind of muted it, gave it a little bit of a powder scent or a lush scent. But it was stronger than I expected. Like, it lasted all day. Didn't have any trouble smelling it. You really picked up mainly on the bergamot, though. So, if you're not a bergamot fan, this is not one that you should pick up. I don't know if these are still available in singles or in the collection, but I think you can still add them to your Scentsy club. But don't quote me on that. All right, and the last 2 we're going to talk about are our best, what is it called? Best Pals Twin Collection. Did I do it wrong? Like that? So we have Best Berry and Petal Pals. Petal Pals is a musky, perfumey, rosy floral. It's like in a sophisticated lady's perfume. I hesitate to say old lady's perfume, mature lady's perfume. I don't know. It is not a scent that I'm particularly fond of. I'm not usually huge on rose to begin with. I don't mind musky scents, but the combination in here on its own does not do a whole lot for me. And it's very strong, and it doesn't give up. It like just keeps going and going and going. It's like if you smelled Simply Rose from the Bring Back My Bar collection and added a bunch of like muskiness to it. That's kind of what Petal Pals is. Not a fan. Not going to stay in my club. Let's talk about Best Berry. Best Berry is a light berry. I think it's like raspberry and I want to say maybe strawberry or something. I don't remember. It's a really pretty, nice scent. But it's very soft. At least for me, it was a very soft performer, which is very strange because usually berry and fruity scents tend to be in your face. I love this scent, but it's quite soft. I think I will keep it in my club for one more round to see if maybe I just got a off bar, perhaps. But it was really soft. And now I know that you could also supposedly like mix these 1-to-1. And I will say, if you mix them 1-to-1, the Best Berry kind of mellows out the Petal Pals for like a few hours at best, and then it's just like, oh, Petal Pals has returned with a vengeance for the rest of the day. Yeah, if you blend these, you'd need like 2 or 3 of these cubes to 1 of these if you want to have this be more of the dominant scent or to kind of like blend them better. But 1-to-1, Petal Pals will still just kick the other one's butt because of that rose and musk tone. Those together are just like a combo powerhouse. Anyways, not a fan, really like, but it's really soft to me. All right, that is all the Scentsy stuff. We only have 8 more to go through. These are non-Scentsy, so bear with me with these. I got through Valentine Wishes from Tuscany Candle. This is described as chocolate buttercream. It smelled like burnt cocoa. Without giving you too much of a prattling on, it was strong. Medium strong. Let's not go that far. It wasn't like knocked me out of the house strong. But it was definitely like a burnt cocoa sort of note. It did not smell like chocolate buttercream. I don't even think I got a buttery note in there or a creamy note. It was just literally like you took cocoa powder, like Hershey's cocoa powder, and heated it on the stove for some god-awful reason. Don't recommend that one. Even if you're a chocolate lover, it missed the mark completely. Tuscany's True Love. This is described as perfect peony petals. I had so many high hopes for the scent. It is a beautiful scent. It is incredibly soft. To give you an example, I started with 3 cubes, so like 1 cube in each room, like usually what I do with most scents. And then I'll usually add a second cube to one warmer and then another as needed to kind of help the scent if it's a little bit too soft. So we started with 3, didn't smell anything after a couple hours. Add another 3, didn't smell anything after a couple hours. Got a second bar of this, added 3 more cubes. Nothing. This point, the entire apartment, all the warmers that were warming wax had the scent in it. It was hell-bent to get the scent to perform. Oh, and it did just that. It did not perform. The only place that I finally got it to work was when I put 2 cubes in my bathroom warmer and closed the door. And then I got the light, soft, peony, whatever scent that was in here. And it was beautiful. But, oh my lord, this will not work anywhere other than an itty-bitty bathroom, at least in my experience. Your mileage may vary, because I've had experiences where, like, fuddy-dud scents for other people have been powerhouses for me. So all apartments and rooms and houses and things are different. But this is, like, the biggest womp and disappointment I've had in a while with a scent. So I do have a couple more bars of it. I might let them cure a little bit, because it's a soy blend. Maybe it needs another couple weeks for it to, like... I don't know when they were manufactured, so maybe it just needs a little time to get its strength together. But anyways, that was an interesting experience. Next, we have Sensationals Cotton Candy Cloud. This is kind of... on cold, this kind of reminds me of sugar with a little bit of pink haze, if we're thinking in terms of Scentsy scents. But it's not as nice as either of them on their own, and I dare say that them together would still smell better than this. It's definitely the cotton candy note. I don't know if you get a whole lot of, like, what I was hoping. And the longer this warms, it just starts to kind of smell like burnt sugar rather than cotton candy. The other 2 scents, the Scentsy ones, while I'm not as huge of a fan of pink haze, I do like sugar. They mellow out very nicely over the course of their entire warming. This one goes from being pleasant and cotton candy and sweet, or maybe a little cloyingly sweet, to being like burning sugar, and that's just not a scent that I appreciate. But if you like burning sugar, you know, pick up one of these. Or just warm it for a few hours and then stop warming it and toss it. Solution. Next, we have Sensationals Iridescent. This is a spearmint and vanilla woods. This is kind of similar vibes to Vanilla Mint from Scentsy, but with like a woody note. Again, it's not a super strong performer, but it is stronger than Vanilla Mint, and it's more on the mint side than the vanilla side, I will say. I like spearmint usually as my choice of gum. I hesitate sometimes to use it as like a scent in the room, because it's like, oh my gosh, I'm just like spewing spearmint gum in the room. But it's a pleasant scent and it lasts all day. No problems with it. And I would get it again, although I think it's out of season now. I got through a bar of Better Homes and Gardens. What is this? Lavender Lemonade. This is lavender and lemonade. You do get more of the lemonade. It's more of a muted lemonade, so if you're not a squeeze the day sort of person from Scentsy because it's too strong or too like lemon cleaner for you, this is not lemon cleaner. This is definitely more of a lemonade. It's a sweetness to this, and I think the lavender kind of helps it out. It almost transforms a little when it warms from like being a straight up lemonade sort of scent to just being this like cozy lemony scent. And I'm not a huge lemon scent person, so for me to appreciate this one is saying something. Is it my favorite lemon-based scent? No. But is it something that I would warm again, buy again? Yes. And it does last, for the most part, throughout the day. All right, I got through a bar of Mainstay's favorite denim. I don't know that this smells specifically like denim to me, but it lasts all day. It's very cologne, masculine smelling to me. Almost like men's body wash a little bit. And I remember the first time I'd warmed a bar of this, I was like, I love it, but it's super soft. And so I was like, I'll try it again, because these are like 93 cents for a little itty-bitty bar package. They're really tiny cubes, though. This is like the equivalent of maybe 3 Scentsy cubes at best. That's being generous. This one actually performed really well. I put the whole bar into like one room and it lasted all day and I had no trouble smelling it. It was great. So I must have gotten a bad bar the first time because it worked out. Is this one of my more preferred like cologne-y, masculine-y scents? I think I have more preferred ones, but I do enjoy this and I would warm it again. Two more, guys. We have this one, Cucumber Mint from the Mesa Candle Company. This is a brand that I found randomly while I was browsing down a wormhole of eBay. And oh man, it is strong. It lasts forever, especially for a soy blend. Holy bananas. Knock you out of your house. Talking about that. It is like mint, and I don't know if I got truly cucumber. It's like that watery cucumber sort of scent. But the blend of it really just like, it almost was like a little bit more pickled cucumber now that I think about it. But anyways, it lasted all day and then some. It did not lose steam by the end of the day either. Like it was like, oh, we're still going strong. Like I just put you in the warmers, except that was like 15, 16, 18 hours ago now and I want to go to bed. And it's still going. Yeah, it's strong. Would I get this particular scent again? Maybe, maybe not. I wasn't in love with it, and I love cucumbers, and I like mint scents. But it was strong, so I definitely got my money's worth. I'll say that much. So good job, Mesa Candle Company. You make strong scents. And the last one is from Destination Wax. This is Lavender Coconut. Described as French lavender blossoms, coconut blossoms, and cedar. And that's what it is. You get the coconut, you got the lavender. It's a beautiful scent. It lasted forever throughout the day, throughout the night. I woke up and I could still smell it. And I'm crazy. Sometimes I leave my warmers on overnight. Usually when I just fall asleep and forget to turn them off. But anyways, thank goodness they're not candles. Anyway, this is a great scent. I would get it again. It was what I wanted it to be. It was lavender. It was coconut. It was great. And that brings us to the end of these empties. So thank you for sticking in with me. I do have a video coming up in the next few days of the new Walmart waxes that are going to be are showing up in our stores for the spring, summer, like from their new stuff. So we'll take a look at those because, you know, I'm a waxaholic. But if you have any questions about any of these scents or any general Scentsy questions, I will leave my link and information in the description box below. If you are new here, consider subscribing. And if you like this video, hit the thumbs up for me. Thank you so much, and I will see you in our next video, guys. Bye!